The Harman Aura Studio 4 Bluetooth speaker sits on a shelf and does nothing while you're deciding whether a room-filling speaker is worth the space it takes up. Every week you skip it. You're either living with audio that doesn't reach the far corner, or you're cramming a speaker into a spot where it doesn't belong. The Aura Studio 4 is built to solve that with a 360-degree room-filling sound design, and it does one specific job well enough that you can stop thinking about whether you need it. Here's the thing about this category. Listings promise immersive audio and premium sound, like those words mean something. What matters is what's actually inside. The Aura Studio 4 has a 6-speaker array and a 5.2-inch down-firing subwoofer. That's the specification that determines whether the audio actually fills a room or just reaches the wall nearest the speaker. AMP's 6-speaker setup means the sound radiates outward instead of pointing at one listening position, which means you don't have to sit in a specific spot to hear the bass. So, before you buy, the thing to check is whether a speaker this size fits your actual room. The transparent dome design looks like a centerpiece, which is partly the point. It's styled to sit on a shelf or a side table without looking industrial. But that dome takes up space. If you're working with a tight corner or a small shelf, this isn't a background speaker, it's a statement. The Harman Aura Studio 4 connects via wireless Bluetooth streaming, which means you tap your phone once and start playing. You can switch between devices without disconnecting and reconnecting. Your phone, your tablet, your laptop, all see the same speaker. That's standard for this class, but Harman didn't skip it, which matters because cheap speakers make you forget your device and reconnect every time. The 5.2-inch subwoofer handles the bass independently, so when you're playing music with deep low end, the subwoofer isn't fighting the rest of the speaker for power, it's working alongside it. Then there's the ambient light design. The transparent dome has 5 diamond effect lighting themes that move with the music. Now, the listing calls this immersive. What it actually means is the lights pulse and shift as the bass hits. If you're the kind of person who's already bought a Bluetooth speaker and found it sitting dark on a shelf, this either adds something you wanted, or it's a feature you'll disable after the first week. There's no middle ground. The lights aren't subtle, but they're also not a core function. They're a visual layer on top of the audio. The honest trade-off here is scale. The Aura Studio 4 is built for living rooms and bedrooms, not for filling a basement or a garage. If you need audio to reach a space larger than about 25 by 25 feet, or if you're running outdoor events regularly, this speaker stops being enough. You'd need either multiple units or a different category of speaker altogether, the kind designed for commercial or outdoor use. Most people never hit that ceiling. But if you're in a large open-plan space, you should know that going in. The listing mentions the transparent dome and the premium materials, which every speaker listing does. What it doesn't mention is battery life, which usually means it's either wired only or the company decided the number wasn't competitive. Before you buy, confirm whether the Aura Studio 4 runs on battery or needs to stay plugged in. That changes the whole use case. Is it worth it? The decision comes down to whether you'd rather buy this and realize it's more speaker than you need, or buy something cheaper and end up searching again because the audio doesn't reach the corners. The 6-speaker array and the subwoofer are the specs that tip that scale. The link is in the description, so you can check what it is sitting at right now and decide if the time